It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Jesus has been convicted. Pilate, in an attempt to try to rid himself of being party to a wrongful accusation and a wrongful conviction, he took it upon himself to offer to the people something that was traditional, where they would offer to free someone that was in prison. I feel like Pilate probably looked for the most notorious criminal he could find, a guy by the name of Barabbas. We don't know a lot about Barabbas, but we know that he was well known. He was a criminal. He was a terrible person, probably a murderer. And Pilate brings Barabbas out and says, I'm going to release one of these prisoners to you. Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, or Barabbas? And they begin to cry out, give us Barabbas. The Bible says that the religious leaders incited the crowd, but honestly, I don't think it took much incitement. I think that they were caught up in the frenzy of the moment. And for whatever reason, they had turned their back completely on Jesus. There might have been people in that crowd that had heard him teach. There might have been people in that crowd that had heard his messages of love and peace and grace. There might have been even people in that crowd that had experienced his miracles, his healing, or his feeding of 5,000 people on a hillside. But in this moment, they turned on him. Give us Barabbas. Pilate says, well, what would you have me to do with Jesus? And somebody somewhere in the back said, crucify him. And then maybe 3 or 4 people caught on and said, crucify him. And before long, the entire crowd is shouting, crucify him. The fate of Jesus has been sealed by the people that he came to love. He'll be crucified. Pilate turns him over to be flogged and to be crucified.